utter chaos in Ottawa. It is utter chaos thanks to Justin Trudeau. Many of you have been calling my office, sending me notes today about what is happening in Ottawa, the utter absolute chaos that we are seeing in Ottawa today. So let me break it down for you. What's been happening in Ottawa today. I'm going to try and go in chronological order and then try to explain from behind the scenes what I'm seeing here so that you understand what's going on. Because what I'm seeing in the mainstream media is not a lot of like real live reporting. So I'm going to try and give you the best rundown based on what I've seen as a legislator here in the most chaotic day in Ottawa I think I've ever seen in my entire time as a public servant. And it's not good, and it is all Justin Trudeau's fault. Before I do that, folks, there's going to be a lot of breaking news in the next 24 hours. This is a very fluid situation. We know that Justin Trudeau's censorship bills make it hard for you to get news. So there's a link in the comments. It is free for you to click subscribe. I'm going to be writing about this as soon as we get some more information, but I'm going to give you what I have right now. If you click subscribe, it allows me to directly communicate with you and make sure that we get around Justin Trudeau's censorship bans, and so that you can actually get the behind the scenes look of what I'm seeing in Ottawa here. So let me explain to you what has happened today. So this morning, late last night, news broke that one of Justin Trudeau's senior cabinet ministers, Sean Fraser, he was quitting cabinet. Sean Fraser, you'll remember, he's now the housing minister of Canada's housing crisis, and he's the immigration minister that broke Canada's immigration system. He was the one who increased the student visa permitting into record numbers, knowing that there weren't places for these poor folks to live. So he announced his resignation. Then this morning, kind of a bomb went off, a political sort of big repercussion announcement came out that Freeland, Justin Trudeau's finance minister, was also resigning. And she did not go quietly. She wrote a very scathing letter, made it public, saying essentially that Justin Trudeau was spending money on political gimmicks. And she also said that he had, and in reports today, it came out that he essentially Zoom called her on Friday, said that he was firing her, but then expected her to go into the House of Commons on Monday and deliver the statement. And I'm going to get into the fall economic statement, what it means and what's happened today, because this is actually breaking as I'm talking to you. My staff just brought in, so just stay here for a couple more minutes and I'll get into the fall economic statement. But you need to understand the political situation first. So Freeland resigned, and Canada didn't have a finance minister. And she did that after Justin Trudeau, fake feminist Justin Trudeau, essentially smeared her in the media all last week. This is after Mark Carney was appointed the Liberals' economic advisor, and how there were leaks out of the PMO. I think the Globe and Mail reported 10 sources that were essentially saying that they were courting Mark Carney to take Freeland's job. And so she quit. And so for most of the day today, we haven't had a finance minister in Canada on the day when the Liberal government was supposed to table essentially a mini budget or the fall economic statement, which tells businesses, many people about the nation's finances. This is something that is well overdue. They were supposed to do today. And then this morning, the finance minister quit. So there's one more thing that you need to understand about how she quit. So Justin Trudeau phoned her on Friday and said, "You're no longer the finance minister, but I still expect you to deliver this statement on Monday, that we're not going to do a full cabinet shuffle until later in the week." Then and this isn't just me reporting this is on their social media feeds. Justin Trudeau's chief of staff, Katie Telford, went on vacation this weekend to New York City. And then their campaign manager, Andrew Blevin, went on vacation in the Canadian Shield. So can you imagine the mindset of Freeland, who, you know what, Freeland's complicit in all this too. She's made a lot of decisions to support the Liberal government. But so Justin Trudeau fired her on Friday, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, it'll be fine. She'll just go and read this statement." And so what she did today was she issued this massive scathing letter and resigned. So we didn't have a finance minister for most of the day today. So at 4 o'clock today, so just moments ago, we were all waiting in the House of Commons to listen to the fall economic statement. Well, just moments ago, there was no fall economic statement because we don't actually have a finance minister right now. There are reports of who it's going to be, but as of right now, there is no finance minister in Canada. But yet they still tabled this fall economic statement. Now, this is the really crazy part. This is insane. This is live breaking news, like moments ago. The deficit is $61.9 billion. And earlier this year, Freeland said that her ultimate guardrail, that she would not go back past an already crazy $40 billion. So Justin Trudeau overspent the budget by 50%, his deficit budget by 50%. That's crazy. And they were trying to hide this all year. And so she resigned today, and they've just put this in the House of Commons. But again, we don't know for sure if there's a finance minister. They did something that has never been heard of with the budget before, essentially. They just backdoor tabled it. They didn't make a speech in the House of Commons. They're not doing media on this. Our Conservative leader, Pierre Poilievre, is going to respond to this. But this is how unserious this government is. Now, let's talk about the politics of the situation. Justin Trudeau, what does this mean for him? This is what I think it means for him. This Liberal government, all of these people are complicit in where we are today. All of them are. And these stories that have been percolating up in the last week, it's oh, well, so-and-so, Melanie Joly has this leadership piece, and maybe Freeland resigned so that she can start a leadership bid, and maybe Mark Carney is going to be the next leader of the Liberal Party. Here's the thing, folks. This is what the Liberals, and this is, I really want you to share this video. I really want you to click subscribe in the link so that when you start hearing these things, you'll be like, oh, Michelle talked about this already. What they're going to try and do is they're going to try and say, the Liberals are going to try and say that Justin Trudeau resigning is enough to deal with this problem. The Liberal media have already started this narrative. But here's the thing. They're all complicit. And all of these people that are within the Liberal Party that what they want is unelected backroomers in the Liberal Party to select Canada's Prime Minister from within the Liberal Party. When what we need right now is an election. We need an election. There are so many things that are broken in Canada because of the Liberal Party, the immigration system, housing affordability, crime, the border, you name it. None of these people have the moral authority to govern. And the Liberal Party, they're in a minority parliament, right? So we need an election. We don't need a Liberal leadership race. We need an election. Now, apparently there's a caucus meeting that is going to be happening with the Liberals in the next half an hour. We don't know what's going to happen. Justin Trudeau is a narcissist. I can't see him willingly stepping down. I could be surprised, but I have seen this man in operation for over a decade. And I've never seen him put his ego behind the well-being of anyone other than himself. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me. We need an election. The Liberal Party doesn't have a mandate. They're in a minority parliament. Now, some of you, like me, might be asking, well, what is Jagmeet Singh going to do? Jagmeet Singh and the NDP have been propping up the Liberal government. And he's still got a couple of months before he vests his pension. So the media actually asked Jagmeet Singh, what are you going to do? What do you think about this? The finance minister resigned. Shouldn't Justin Trudeau be shouldn't we be going to an election? And this is what Jagmeet Singh said. He goes, oh, yeah, Justin Trudeau's got to go. And then they're like, well, are you going to vote non-confidence in the government? He's like, whoa, I don't know about that. So how feckless is that? Think about this. At what point is Jagmeet Singh ever going to vote against the Liberals? He's not. Here we are. So, what does all of this mean for you? I don't care how you vote, actually, at this point in time. Obviously, I want to see a strong, common sense Conservative government, but every Canadian should be, regardless of political stripe, should be, the Liberals have lost the moral authority to govern. Think about this. We don't have a finance minister right now. On the day they're supposed to table a fall economic update, they didn't have a finance minister. He's having cabinet ministers lose confidence in him en masse. And it's not just the finance minister, it's others, right? So you have to understand that, this is a government that does not have the moral authority to govern. And what is it, what kind of a message does this send to the world? It sends a message to the G7 country. The house is burning down, literally, inside the government. We need an election, and we need an election now. We need an election now. So there's a lot of people that are speculating, oh, Justin Trudeau is going to do this, he's going to do that. His caucus, there's people within his caucus that are saying, well, he needs to go. But at the end of the day, these people are all complicit in getting us to where they are. They stood there and clapped and voted for all of the things that, broke this country, all of those policies. And now at the 11th hour, when they see the rightly put outrage of Canadians, they're all of a sudden going like, oh, maybe Justin Trudeau needs to go. No, we need an election. There is no Liberal worthy of governing in this country. And if they want to make that case, they should be making that case not to their back room, but to the entire Canadian public. This is ridiculous. We're just in the House of Commons with no finance minister trying to figure out where the budget is. Unbelievable. This is not somebody, this is not a party, this is not a serious party. Those are not serious people capable of governing. So it is utter chaos. I have never seen this. I cannot, this is a G7 country, and the Liberal government has lost the moral authority to govern. So again, like the top line for today is Justin Trudeau's under siege, but because of his own making, his party is complicit in this, so is the NDP, and folks, $62 billion deficit when they said that it was going to be an already crazy $40 billion. What would you do if you overspent your credit card by 50% and then covered it up for months? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So this is a breaking story. This is a very fluid situation. This is about as serious as I've ever seen a crisis in my entire time in office. Please share this video. Please help me get the word out. And again, the link in the comments, I'm going to be writing about this. I want to be able to directly communicate with you. When you click subscribe, I can directly send this to you for free. And we get around all of the social media bans, censorship, all of these things that Justin Trudeau has already put in place. Not just on this issue, but I want to be able to communicate with you more and more. But this is very uncertain times, utter chaos in Ottawa today because of Justin Trudeau's incompetence, his chauvinism, his arrogance, and his narcissism. The Liberals need to go. We need an election. Share this video. I'm getting to the House of Commons. My understanding is I just got passed a note. Liberal leader Pierre Poilievre is Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is about to respond against Justin Trudeau's disastrous day in the House of Commons. Please tune into that. It's important to hear what we're going to say. And I just want to reassure you that in the middle of this chaos, Conservatives have 4 priorities: axe the tax, build a home, stop the crime, and fix the budget. We will get, Canada has so much potential. Canada is a wonderful place. We need to make sure that these people, this Liberal Party that have utterly broken this country, that they are gone and that we go to an election. They need to make their case to the Canadian people. Working hard for you on a chaotic day in Ottawa. Share this video. Have a great day.